I've tested every single health and fitness tech gadget out there. Today I'm gonna share the top 5 tools that I actually use every single day. I wear 2 watches every day. People think I'm crazy, and today I'm gonna share why I actually think it's so important for me to wear 2 watches. And anytime I work out, I just have 2 devices because I'm crazy like that. As we do a day in the life in New York City. So let's get into the top 5 tech. This video is sponsored by Tonal, but more on them later. The first device, obviously, is my Apple Watch Ultra 3. I love this thing because it's like a computer on my wrist. I pay for things using Apple Pay. I ride the subway without having to pull out my phone. I change the song. I check my sleep recovery scores. I do voice memos. I use it for my calendar, the weather, a whole bunch of other features, and it's just the amount of information I'm able to consume from this device while minimizing the distraction from my phone is game-changing. I turn off all my notifications on the watch so I don't get iMessage notifications or anything like that. I just want it to be a tool where I can go and access information quickly without having to pull out my phone and go throughout my day in New York with the minimal amount of phone lifts as possible. Let me show you how I use it on the subway. So when it comes to the subway, I'm always in a rush and I always have a drink in my hand, whether it's a coffee, electrolyte drink, whatever it is. And it's like I only have one hand available, sometimes no hands because I'm carrying a bag too. It's like, all right, now we're full. It's like, okay, come hold 2 things. And what I could do is pull out my phone, use Express Transit and tap my phone like a card. But I've gotten so used to having a watch. I've wanted to switch to a regular watch, but this is hands down my #1 most used feature. I'll just go ahead and tap my watch, boom. I don't need to press any buttons, and now I can just easily walk through and not have to worry about it. And another main feature is like my calendar. There's always random events I need to go to in the evening or like meetings I need to hop on, and just having the calendar available visually on the watch helps because I just don't hear the notification. So I'll be able to easily just tap here. I can see what events I have for the rest of the day, what times I need to do them at, and I don't pull out my phone and check my watch. And it's like those little quality of life features are super beneficial because I know if I pull out my phone, I'm gonna start scrolling and then I'm just gonna be depressed. So the less I can touch my phone, the better. That's why I wear the Apple Watch as my primary day in the life / I need to work or do things watch. And one thing is like I just got a notification and I want to get rid of it. I don't have to use my other hand because I'm holding something. I'll just go ahead and double tap with my fingers. Boom, notification disappears. Let's say I'm inside of an app and I want to get away from it. I just roll my wrist, boom, it disappears. Now, there's 2 other features that I absolutely love that I use the watch for almost on a daily basis. One is when I'm city biking. It's a really nice day. If I don't want to take the subway, I'll take a city bike. But if I'm going somewhere new where I've never been, I like to use the Lyft app, which will then route me to my nearest city bike location in the Lyft app. I send that to Apple Maps. I start navigation on my phone. It starts to update, buzz on my watch. And as I'm biking, I can't pull out my phone. I got my hands right here. I can see on my watch if I'm biking or not. One of the downsides is it says, hey, do you want to start a biking workout? And I'm like, no. I just want to see my navigation. So what I gotta do is lift up my arm. I'll flick to kind of get that out of the way, and then I can see my navigation. But it's huge. When I'm walking with friends and I don't want to have my phone out, I can have Apple Maps navigation on my watch. When I'm biking somewhere and I just can't pull out my phone, I have Apple Maps navigation on my watch. That's a huge win. The second thing is fitness. I do use it as a fitness tracking watch as well as the Garmin. But like, let's say I go to the gym and I'm weightlifting. I don't wear the Garmin. I just use this for outdoor running, outdoor bikes. But there's an app called Motra.ai, and I really like using that at the gym because it counts my reps. I can update it with the weights. It uses AI to figure out what exercise I'm doing. It's like accurate most of the time, and when it's not, I will go ahead and change it on my watch or my phone. And then I have like a history of all my workouts. It publishes that to Strava. I could use strength training on the Apple Watch and the fitness app, but this just tracks my data better. It uses AI to get the actual exercises, and it's nice to be like, oh, I did, this many reps of this exercise at this weight. I do have to manually update the weights, but having that information over a period of time is just like, it's cooler. So I'm like, okay, I might as well use that. So when it comes to the Apple Watch, the things I absolutely love about it and I have to use it for every single day is checking my calendar, payments, navigating with Apple Maps, fitness tracking as a secondary watch. If I had to pick one device out of all these wearables that I would only wear, it would be the Apple Watch, but every device does have a purpose. We are filming a review video for something else. We need to clean up storage, and I'll talk about the next device that's coming up next. I live in New York City and the apartment's very small. So we have to have a second place where we store all the products to be able to talk about them. So 1, I'm thankful for having these products. 2, there's no space, but this is where we store them all. There's one at-home fitness tech product I've been using recently that has excited me a lot. Let me show you. Now, as you know, I'm training for a fall marathon this year, and going to the gym after doing a 10-mile run just isn't going to happen. That's where today's sponsor comes in, Tonal. Tonal is a wall-mounted cable system. It supports up to 250 pounds of digital resistance, which is insane. I love that it sets your weights for you automatically after an assessment. It has a camera to track your form and help give you in-the-moment guidance. It automatically adjusts your weights based on your performance. There are over 280 exercises. You can follow programs that guide you through a full body workout or a specific part of your body. You can create custom workouts with your own movements if you prefer to build your own training program. There's a variety of workout types too. There's Aero HIIT that combines cardio and strength, Pilates, yoga, and just classic strength exercises to make sure that your body stays sturdy and strong. Critical to preventing injury for running, so I love using this device to make sure that I can run this marathon in my tip-top shape. The data nerd in me loves that it integrates with my Apple Watch. I'm able to send my heart rate data from my watch to the system. I'm able to change the weights from my watch, and I can see my metrics throughout the entire thing on the system as well as on the app on my phone. Now, compared to personal training costs in New York City, this actually makes more sense for me than you might think. Click the link in the description to get yours today. I will also have an in-depth review coming out very soon. Now we're back at storage. We need to find microphones for a second channel microphone video that we're testing. And we're gonna take this bike right here because we're gonna bike outside on the West Side Highway. It's beautiful today. And I already ran yesterday, so I'm gonna bike and we're gonna show how I use my second watch while biking. Wait, okay, before we go bike outside, there's one product that I wanna talk about before we do that, and that is the Oura ring, or the Oura ring, as they call it. This is the ceramic one, I think. It's beautiful. I like the white. This is my second device, and the reason I like wearing this is I have a weaker, I'm not gonna say I have a weaker immune system than most people. My white blood cell count's always lower than it should be, and I just get sick more often. And the thing that I like about the Oura ring is it has a symptom radar. It tracks my HRV, my resting heart rate, my skin temperature very well, so I know if I'm about to get sick. And this just allows me to increase my vitamin intake, whatever I need to, or I like lay off on the workouts on, you know, excessive stress, things like that, to make sure that I can recover as quickly as possible. And I can differentiate between allergies and illness. And that's a big value add. So if I know that most of the time, no, not this year, I get sick once or twice a year, this will tell me beforehand. I up the vitamins. I tell myself I'm not sick. I do an IV drip if absolutely necessary because I need to work extremely hard and I cannot slow down because I'm sick, then I'll do that. And that's what the Oura ring helps me do. Does it track my sleep, steps? Yes, it does all those things, but I'm wearing so many freaking devices that I don't even look at the information anymore. Is it necessary? No. Is it nice to have? Yes. Nice to have to live a high performance lifestyle? Absolutely. If you want to be elite, you want to be the 1%, you want to work hard, sometimes these tools can be helpful. Use the information that you need, and that's how I use my Oura ring to stay at the peak of my performance. Okay, now it is bike time. I'm wearing a lot of devices. I took the Oura ring off because I don't bike with it on. It's just easier to grip on things when I don't have it. And I wear the Garmin specifically for biking. We'll figure that out as we prep and get ready, but I need to put on my biking outfit. If you didn't know, I bought a bike last year. Getting more into biking, maybe do a triathlon this year. I don't know. Should I do one? You tell me. Let's put this on.
Say what, say what? I rain. Let's go. I rain. I rain. We ain't the same. You lame. I rain.
Number 3, which is the Garmin. Right now it's the Forerunner 970. I forget the 8, whatever the most expensive one was for a while, but then it was just too heavy. I like this one because it's light. The battery lasts like 7 days. And I actually only wear it when I'm running or outdoor biking. Anything where I need GPS data and heart rate data, I like wearing the Garmin just as a backup. Both the Apple Watch and the Garmin integrate with Runna, so I'm able to get my workouts from the Runna app in my watches, and then when I'm cycling or swimming, I only use the Apple Watch. Cycling, I'll use both. The reason that I use the Garmin on cycling is I broadcast the heart rate from here to my bike computer, which is also a Garmin. Do I need to? No. I could probably turn on the broadcast heart rate on the Whoop and do that, but it's just easier to do it on the buttons on here. I don't want to pull out my phone. My phone is being used as a bike computer for my Apple Watch, and anytime I work out, I just have 2 devices because I'm crazy like that, and I just like to see how different they are because they're gonna be slightly different. But today we're gonna do an easy bike. I haven't been doing any kind of like intense bike training, but just like easy bike training. I like to bike up the West Side Highway, which is by the river, and then we go to Central Park. We're gonna do like a 3/4 lap around Central Park and then come back home. Should be about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending how fast I go. I've got 1 water bottle with 1 gram of sodium. This is the Trek Domain bike that I got like right before winter started, got a few bike rides in, it got a bit too cold. I didn't have winter biking clothes. I've biked a few times with this, but I'm gonna try to bike more this summer. And I'm excited to start my biking era. You know, there's less injuries that are likely to happen. I'm not clipping in yet. If you think I should start clipping in, let me know. Now, when it comes to the Garmin, it's a great fitness tracker. Yes, it has payments. Yes, it has lifestyle features like notifications, but I don't think it integrates as well with the Apple ecosystem, and the features aren't like perfect there. So it's not my lifestyle watch. I'll typically wear this for the workout, and then I'll shower with it, take it off and put it on the nightstand or my desk or my backpack. And then I don't wear it the rest of the day. Sometimes I'll wear it to sleep. I'm trying to wear less devices these days, but the Apple Watch is usually the one that's on my wrist more often than not. But if I really wanted to, I could probably give them all up and track my sleep with the 8 Sleep and not wear anything to bed, but I don't think I'm there yet. I'm working my way to less technology. It's gonna be a slow progression, but we'll get there. So now let's get on this bike ride and show you how beautiful it is today, because last time, which was like a week ago, it was freezing. I was wearing a beanie as we walked up and down the west of the highway, and now it's like 80 degrees, it's hot. I'm already sweating just standing here. So it's just crazy how quickly the weather has changed. But like I said, I'm training for a big marathon this fall, and I wanna make sure my cardio is tip-top peak shape. High Rocks is coming up in about a month in New York. If you want to watch that, subscribe to notifications, follow me on Instagram at Shervin Shares. Let's get to biking, bro. All right, we are about almost 8 miles in. 14.4 miles per hour is my average speed. I guess one says 7.95, the other one says 8.03. That's why you have 2 devices, you know? You got to make sure both hit 8 miles if you're trying to do 8 miles. Feeling pretty good. It's a beautiful warm day, sweating profusely. There's something different about biking. You see a lot more in a shorter period of time. There's something that Huberman calls, I forget what it's called, when it's like the world's moving past your eyes. It's really stress reducing. It feels great. I want to bike more. All this equipment's unnecessary. Like right now, my SPD battery low. There's so much maintenance when you have more technology that you have to worry about. I do not recommend. Have one thing that just works decently well. You don't need all this stuff. We just do it for fun because we're just trying to have fun, testing all the coolest gadgets, but it's unnecessary. We're 9.69 on Apple, 9.79 on the Garmin. Obviously they're not perfect, that's why I like using 2. Be like, make sure I hit 10 miles on both, you know? I'm feeling really good, beautiful day, like biking in Central Park. Stunning, amazing. We're gonna make a left here. It's just nothing like this. Highly recommend if you're ever here. There's just also something about biking where you feel free. You're like flying so much faster. We hit almost 23 miles per hour. And the cherry blossoms are out. It's just like, this is like no other. Look at you, got a park, you got the skyline behind me. Come on. Can this place be any more beautiful? You know, when you're down, you just realize you live in the greatest city in the world and you get right back up and you keep fucking going. Wow. I was so sad last week. I feel so much better this week. Life's good, guys. Get on a bike. 13.4 miles on the Garmin, 13.2 on Apple. Now we need to go get some food. That was a beautiful bike ride. We're gonna talk about the 4th and next wearable fitness tech. All right, lunchtime. I'm trying this new restaurant called Matter every single day for 30 days. Video coming soon, so subscribe if you want to see that. But I'm trying to be very nutritious. They have this amazing, like high protein, 78 grams of protein meal, and then I get this Greek yogurt parfait when I work out because I need the carbs. I think this is like 44 grams of carbs, 18 grams of protein. So that's getting me almost 100 grams of protein just in that one meal. That's insane. That's my half daily protein requirements. But that goes into our 4th technology, which I actually just put in right now. It is the Lingo. It goes in my arm right here. I just took a shower, I installed it. This is the only health tech wearable that goes inside your body, sort of. There's a little filament. There's no like sharp object. It's like a flexible filament. You install it into your body, it goes inside your skin, it stays there, and it measures your interstitial glucose. And then it feeds into an app via Bluetooth. It connects to Apple Health for my blood glucose, which is really cool. And I can take a photo of my meal. It tracks the glucose impact of that meal on me, so that way I can know, hey, am I eating something that's spiking my glucose, dropping it, making my energy levels go all over the place? Am I getting enough carbs? Am I fueling when I'm working out? Because there are points where I just don't eat enough and I feel extremely tired, and I think it's just not getting enough carbs throughout the day. And then I'm like, I'm craving sugar, and then I just eat a whole bunch at the end of the day, so that's not good either. This is a wearable that's a bit more complex, so I did have to install it. If I take my t-shirt on and off, I can brush up against it. It falls off pretty easy. When I swim, like the water can actually brush off. If I shower a lot, sauna, workout, whoop, comes off, right? I put it back on. This thing, once it comes off, it's off, and you have to install a new one, and it's pricier. It's like $100 for 2 weeks, whereas like a Whoop is like, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks for a month. So there's a massive price difference. So I don't wear it all the time, but when I'm really trying to optimize, understand my meals, my lifestyle is changing, that's when I'll put one in. It can be a game-changing device for some people because you never get that information, and you can learn a lot from how you eat, sleep, and your lifestyle behaviors. So I think that's really interesting, but it is a tool that I will put in here and there as needed. And right now I have it in. So let's go enjoy this matter. It's a Greek yogurt bowl. I am so hungry, you don't even know. This thing tastes so good. Cannot wait to eat it. Okay, so we kind of need an afternoon snack. And I was like, what should we do? Zach was like, let's go get boba. And I was like, let's go get boba. And Zach's like, I want to get boba. And I was like, all right, if you say so, now we're gonna go get some boba. And that's where we'll talk about the fifth technology. All right, well, this one is the most crazy because I wear it 24/7. It's the only device that I never take off. I've gotten tan lines, I barely take it off. And the reason for that, it's tracking the start and finish of my workouts on my Apple Watch, so I never actually have to input anything, and it has auto tracking. It's tracking my sleep. It has a great journal feature where I can input in like, okay, did I drink alcohol last night? And it tells me, hey, alcohol is extremely bad for you. I know that. And now, because of these devices, I don't drink alcohol at all, which is good. Bam, we got the boba milk tea right here, classic, feeling really good. It's gonna give us a little bit of energy. But the biggest thing that I love about the Whoop is that I get recovery scores, I get trends. I've seen my heart rate variability, my resting heart rate over 5+ years now. I've worn this over 2,200 days, which is insane. There's no other way. I think it's maybe the Oura ring would be close that I've worn that long. But like I've missed more nights with the Oura ring than I have the Whoop. I never take it off. I slide the charger on my bicep and then I take the charger off and then I charge the charger itself. So I never have to worry about removing the device. I'll take it off to dry, but that's about it. I think it's the easiest wearable to consistently wear without having to worry about it. I got the bicep strap, so I forget that it's even there. For runs, it does start chafing a little bit and I can kind of feel it on my lat because I have wide lats. But other than that, when it's up here, I forget that it's there. I take my Apple Watch off and I don't worry about it like when I get home, but the Whoop I never take off. So I think it's one of the most interesting health and wellness trackers that you don't have to worry about wearing because it's kind of like invisible. And I commend them for that. Now I like wearing all these devices because I can cross-reference if like one says I might be getting sick, the other one won't. And that's where I'm like, okay, you can't 100% trust them, but it does provide me some more information and data on top of how I already feel to make decisions in my day-to-day to make sure I'm performing at my highest possible best. These are kind of the top 5 that I consistently use on a daily basis. I haven't stopped using them for a while. I love these products. Once again, I want to thank Tonal for sponsoring this video. We'll have a link down in the description if you do want to get their strength training system. Amazing for at home. Subscribe, turn notifications, follow me at Shervin Shares. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.